Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Abby Avalon. Today we are going to be doing a yoga portion. This is a two-part series. The first one is going to be the basics of meditation, and this one's going to be just the basics to practicing yoga. So one of the things that I really wanted to talk about to begin with is, first off, if you haven't done the meditation portion, I'm going to strongly suggest that you pop over to that video and then you can come right back and jump into this. I think it's really important to ground down, center yourself, and learn that as a basic tool first, and then go into the body movement. Something that really comes up for me a lot is a lot of people, they want to begin doing yoga. They're very interested, they see the benefits, but they're really not sure where to begin. And one of the first things that I always tell people that I work with is the first step to doing any sort of body movement is honestly honoring your body. So I know Instagram and Facebook and social media is filled with a lot of girls and guys doing yoga. They're in ridiculous poses. I mean, a lot of times you can look at it and go, I could never do that. The goal of yoga is not to necessarily be so flexible that you can bend in half. Even though that is, that's a part of the journey if it's something that you want to be dedicated to, and that's exactly what you're seeing. You're seeing people who have spent many, many years practicing this, working on their strength and their flexibility, and it is a beautiful journey. But for you, it doesn't have to look Instagram worthy, it doesn't have to look picture perfect. All I'm going to invite you to do today is really honor your body. So wherever you're at, your flexibility, your strength is where you're at. And that's all I want you to do is just say, this is who I am right now, this is how I am right now, and that's okay. Because the beautiful thing about yoga is it is a journey. It's a journey, and it's something that you decide to stick with and continue to do. You will really feel the journey and you'll start to understand it on a deeper level. But today we're just going to do some basic stretches that I invite you to do when you are home or you are even sitting in a chair watching TV. You don't necessarily have to have a yoga mat. You really just have to have a floor. You have to have a floor and a body and a breath, and that's really all that you need. So if you watched my other video, you know that I really tried to embody the essence of bringing an intention in and also connecting to whatever your source is. So I'm just going to give you a moment, take a second, connect to your God, your universe, your source, however that may be and however that looks like. Invite that presence and energy into the room, into your body, and then we're going to create an intention. So for the meditation portion, I used the intention of unconditional love and acceptance. So we are just going to move, because this is a two-part series, I'm going to move that same intention from the meditation portion to this yoga portion. I always, before you do anything truly in life, I really like to invite somebody to create an intention. What is your purpose? What is fueling this? What is something that you want to let go of or move through, or have some sort of thought process behind why you're doing what you're doing. It makes you stop and think about it a little bit and kind of question yourself, like, why am I doing this? What is the purpose behind it? And then truly seeing if it is something that actually is in alignment with who you want to become, or if is it just something that you're an autopilot continuing to do. So bringing an intention in, setting the intention. Today we're going to use unconditional love and acceptance. And so we're just going to feel that right into the body. So going off of the meditation portion, we've already grounded down, we've already taken our deep breaths, relaxed the shoulders, tuned into the body a little bit. So we're going to jump right into doing some basic dynamic movements, getting the body and the muscles warmed up. This is a simple practice that you can do at any point throughout the day. It's not going to be very long, but it will be efficient enough to really start opening up some of the muscles that maybe have not been opened up in quite a long time. So let's begin. So what I invite you to do is go ahead and bring your palms face out. Take a nice deep inhale as you lift the hands up overhead. Fingertips are going to come together. Exhale down center. Again, palms facing out. Taking a nice deep inhale, reach up overhead. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to go ahead and do this 2 more times. Palms facing up. Inhale, reach up. And exhale. One more time. Palms facing up. Reach up as tall as you can. Take a deep inhale. Fingertips coming together. Exhale, down center. Good. Taking the right palm, placing it onto the mat next to you. Left palm's gonna go facing up. Inhale as you reach the left palm up towards the sky. Reach, reach, reach. Inhale. And then exhale. Begin to kind of just lean to the side. Exhale. Stay here. Take another deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, left palm coming all the way down onto the mat. This time, right palm facing up. Inhale, reach up as tall as you can. Reach, reach, reach. Inhale. And exhale, begin to lean. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, right palm back down to the mat. Beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and invite you to bring your hands together, interlacing the fingertips. So we're just going to do some basic wrist rolls here. So kind of like you're paddling a canoe or paddling a kayak. Basic wrist rolls. Our wrists do not get enough attention for how much they move and how much they do for us. We pick everything up, we move things around, we kind of abuse them, go back the opposite direction. This is also a really good practice to begin doing if you are wanting to get into inversions. Inversions can be really hard on the joints if they're not prepared, so that's just for future knowledge. Alrighty, and now releasing the hands and just doing them separately, going one direction. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, go back the opposite direction. Good. Alrighty, so this time we're going to take our right arm out in front of us. Our left elbow is going to go into the crease of the right elbow. We're going to cross them over. If this is as far as you can get, that is totally fine. All I want you to do is just keep it like this, but if you can wrap the hands around like that, like so, please do. So however this looks for you, like I said, please honor your body. Take a nice big inhale, lift up. And an exhale back down. Good. And again, inhale, lift up. And exhale back down. You're going to feel an opening in the back body, in the back shoulders. One last time, inhale, lift up. And exhale back down. Beautiful. Slowly unraveling the arms. Go ahead and take your arms nice and wide. Open up the chest, gaze goes up towards the sky. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly bringing the arms back to center. This time you're going to extend the left arm out in front of you. Your right elbow is going to go into the crease of the left elbow. Doing the same thing as we did on the opposite side, beginning to wrap the arms around each other, just like that. If this is as far as you can go, that's totally fine. If you can go further, please do so. Let's open up the back body, open up the shoulders a little bit. All right, taking a nice big inhale, lift up. Exhale, back down. Inhale, back up. Exhale, down. One last time, take a nice big inhale, lift up. Exhale, back down. Good, unraveling the arms. Bringing the hands to the tops of the knees. So here, we're gonna take a nice big inhale and we're gonna draw and kind of use the grip of our knees, not too much, just slightly. Inhale, open up the chest, let the gaze goes towards the sky. Inhale. These are gonna be some seated cat-cows. Exhale, engage the core, round into the spine. Gaze goes towards the floor. Inhale, lift the chest up, gaze goes towards the sky. Exhale, round into the spine, gaze goes to the floor. We're gonna do this 2 more times. Take it at your own breath. Inhale, let the chest open up. Exhale, engage the core, rounding into the spine. And 1 more time. Open the chest. Exhale, round into the spine. Good, and coming back to center. Now we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna take our right hand, we're gonna cross it over and place the back of it on the outside of the right knee. So this is the left hand placing me on the outside of the right knee. Take the right hand and we're gonna place it just behind the back hip. So I'm gonna invite you to go ahead, take a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, just allow the back of this hand to just softly guide the top half of the body into a twist. So we're not forcing, we're not being forceful here. This is just a guide. You should be able to almost remove it and remain where you are. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale. Squeezing the core, bringing the belly button to the spine as you twist. Exhale. One last time. Inhale. Exhale. Pulling the core in, twisting a little bit deeper. Good. And then slowly unraveling the body, coming back to center. Good. And we're going to go ahead and take the right hand and we're going to place it on the outside of the left knee here, just as we did on the other side. The left hand is going to go behind the left hip. So inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, begin to twist the upper half of the torso, pulling the belly button towards the spine as you exhale. Inhale, you might come out just a little bit, fill the lungs. Exhale, go a little bit deeper. We're not being forceful here. Nurturing the spine, honoring our bodies. And then one last time, inhale. And exhale. And then when you're ready, slowly coming back to center. So that is going to be all of the seated positions that we're going to do. Like I said, those are all things that you can do sitting on your couch, sitting on the floor, watching TV when you first get up in the morning. We're now going to move on to our hands and our knees. If you have any knee issues, I really invite you to bring a blanket and put it underneath the knees to cushion them. So moving on to the hands and knees, we want to make sure that we have proper alignment here. So we're always going to take note of the fact that our knees are directly below our hip joint and our wrists are directly below our shoulder. So in this position, I want you to go ahead and engage your core. Pull your belly button towards the spine. You want everything engaged. You don't want your shoulders to be relaxed, so engage your shoulders, lift them up. Create a nice straight spine. Even go as far as flexing and tightening the hamstrings, the glute muscles, and the thighs. Having trouble with my muscles right now. So go ahead and just engage everything. Take your fingertips. I want you to kind of pull your fingertips, push them into the mat, almost like you're trying to grab the mat or grab the ground from underneath you. I want you to feel the strength in your body in all these different areas at once. We're really creating a sense of body awareness and your ability to engage muscles when they need to be engaged, so that way you can prevent any sort of injury when you are practicing yoga. So take a nice deep inhale and exhale. You can relax your muscles a little bit, keeping the shoulders engaged, keeping the core engaged. I'm going to invite you now, as you inhale, begin to lift the gaze up, letting the belly kind of drop to the floor. We're not forcing this. We're not creating or forcing an arch in the spine. We just want to simply continue to warm the spine up. So inhale. Exhale, we're going to begin to round into the spine. The gaze is going to go towards the floor. Inhale, gaze is going to go up. Exhale, gaze goes down, rounding into the spine. So this is going to be a cat-cow. Right now we are in cat. Inhale, let the belly go to the floor, gaze goes up. This is cow. One more time. Exhale, rounding into the spine. And then coming back to center. So back to center, make sure that the wrists are under the shoulders, the knees are under the hips. Engage the core. Keep the shoulders nice in alignment. We're going to go ahead, curl the feet underneath you. Inhale. And as you exhale, lift your hips up and back. So some of us may only look like this. Some of us may be here. What I want you to do is just honor your body. If your heels are not touching the ground, that is okay. Honor exactly where you're at. Make sure that your hands are shoulder width apart. Turn the elbows of the arms, the eyes of the elbows, in towards each other. Rotate your hands so that way the pointer or the middle finger is pointing towards the front of you. I want you to engage into the shoulders here. So if you're dropped down like this, lift up into the shoulders, bend the knees. Your knees can definitely be bent here. It's going to really help support your low back and your hamstrings. So, and then taking a nice deep inhale and exhale. Let the heart melt towards the ground. Again, take a nice deep inhale and exhale. Let the heart melt towards the ground. Making sure your feet are hip width distance apart. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, begin to shift your weight forward. We're going to slowly come down on back to the hands and knees. Checking our alignment here again. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. As you exhale, I'm going to have you take your knees a little bit wider, or you can keep them together. We're going to push the body back. Extend the arms nice and long. Resting the forehead onto the mat. Staying just like this. This is our child's pose. So this pose is important because it is something you can always return to if you ever need any sort of processing. Yoga has a tendency to move energy and allow things to come up to the surface, and this is a very safe place feeling for the body. So returning to child's pose, if you ever need a break or you just need to open up the hips but still relax, this is a beautiful pose for that. On your next inhale, begin to rise back up, coming back into our tabletop, making sure our alignment is good. Curling the toes under again. Go ahead and lift the hips up and back, coming into a downward facing dog again. Bending the knees slightly, making sure the shoulders are engaged, the eyes of the elbows are facing each other. And just holding this here. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale. Beautiful. Now slowly begin to walk both feet up towards the top of the mat. So making sure your feet are hip width distance apart. This is a forward fold. So we're going to go ahead and grab onto the elbows here and just allow the upper half of the body to hang towards earth. So relaxing the muscles in the neck and the upper back. And then begin to just create some swaying motions, maybe creating a yes and a no with the upper half of your body. You're a free-flowing swing set. Just creating some motion here. Releasing the elbows, letting the hands fall towards the mat. When you take a big inhale, engage the core. This is going to be a half lift, bringing the hands right below the knees. We're not pushing to where we're hyperextending the knees, keeping the knees bent, straight spine, engage the core. This is a half lift. So just breathing here, take a nice deep breath in, and exhale. Relax, allow the upper half of the body to relax again, falling towards the floor, grabbing onto the elbows. Beautiful, letting both hands find the mat. We're gonna step both feet back. We're gonna come into the top of a plank. So really making sure that our shoulders are engaged. We're not allowing our shoulders to droop, engaging the shoulders, keeping a straight spine, making sure that the wrists are underneath the shoulders. Take a nice deep breath in, and exhale. Let both feet find the mat, or both knees find the mat, and then surrender one hip. We're going to come back into a comfortable seated position. Alrighty, and so those are just some basic movements that you are able to do and implement into a morning routine, or just kind of get you started, some fundamentals, structure of your body, and the way that you are holding postures and positions really does matter. Anatomy, it's been proven in the anatomy of it that, it's better for the joints, it's better for the muscles. So having an alignment is very essential. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free. Comment below, go ahead and message me. You can follow me on Instagram at Abby Avalon. If you know anybody that would be interested in just wanting to learn some of the yoga basics, feel free, send them this video. Go ahead and like the video and subscribe to my channel. Make sure that you are updated with everything so that we always know when I'm posting a new video or posting on Instagram. Alrighty, I hope this helps you, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.